and welcome to my video today. It has been a while since I've done a video, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm back, which is a good thing, guys. So I'll be teaching you guys how to do some turns because recently I have been picking up some very good tips and tricks on how to get a really nice turn or turns. Also, I can't forget, I have to do Taggy spotlights. In my last video, some people were going, hey, you didn't do it, so I thought I'd do it again for you guys. Anyway, here are the people. Here and here and here. I love clicking, it's really fun. Thank you for these sweet comments. You are all, I reckon, most positive people that there are on YouTube, seriously. Kiss to the screen. Mwah! So make sure after this video you go check out my social media accounts and I think we're good to go. Let's do this. Alright, so I find personally that when you have your placement very neat on the bar, that's when you can try in the center. When you're standing at the bar, you want to have a nice high retire with your hip down. Also, you want to have it turned out and your foot forward. High releve and lifting through the body, if you want to say, because that's how you'll be able to turn around. You don't want to be sinking because that won't get you around 3 times. So those are the key things you want to think about. And also make sure having your shoulders square and your chest up as well. And I find that also balancing, trying to keep that position is really good, so then when you're in the center, you'll keep it. Alright, so let's start off with the first turn. One of the easiest in my opinion is the en dehors turn. So you want to start off, make sure that all turns that you do, you have to think of the 3 steps. That being, keeping your shoulders and arms neat, having a high retire and a high demi point, and also having a good spotting head. And those are my 3 tips. Having a good head, high retire and demi point, and arms. So also, before you do a turn, there are also some things you have to keep in mind. That is, plieing before you go into a turn instead of going straight into it. You don't want to do that. You want to get to your full maximum plie before you push off. Okay? So down, up. Just like that. So this is my number 1 tip. It is, of course, keeping your center and keeping your arms in. And I find when I'm doing a turn, I like to think in my head control, not so much thinking of 1, 2, 3. I like to think of having it placed, if you get what I mean. Keeping everything in together, but keeping the length going through my body. So those are the main things I like to think of when I'm doing a turn. All those tips that I gave you for the en dehors, that goes with everything. So with an en dedans, of course, it is going towards the supporting leg. You're turning towards it. With en dehors, you're turning away from it. So with this, you have to think of the second side. This will help you a lot. I've seen lots of people do en dedans and they just don't bring that second side. So make sure when to do an en dedans, you think of bringing the second side and also thinking of your supporting leg turning. So just like this. Supporting. And also not to forget to also bring the arms with you as well. Now we're on to attitude turns. So with this again, as it's going towards the leg, you have to think of the supporting leg turning out and turning out more every single time. Also with the upper back, I find that going to first, then to fourth, that helps better than if you bring it up. It's just when you do it to first to fourth, it helps you bring the second side, and that's what I was saying in the en dedans. Another key point with attitudes and also arabesques, you have to think of the leg that's out. Lots of people when they're doing those turns, they forget about the leg that's out. So make sure when you're going into it, you keep a nice even platform. Don't let it dip and don't let it go everywhere. Keep it nice and straight. Even if you have to go at 45 at first, do that. That's perfectly fine. It's just all about supporting, keeping it still. It all comes back to control. And it's the same for Arabesque turns. You want to think of the second side, supporting leg, and also the leg that's out. Don't let it dip. And I also, another tip for you guys, when you do think of those things, you also can't forget about that releve. Can't forget. So you want to make sure that you go through the supporting leg, get up there, get around, just do it. Don't go all scared about it, just do it. Get to the spot, get to it, and turn. And you'll be perfectly fine. Of course, with all these turns, it won't just come in one day. You have to practice at it really hard, do it every day in class. With me, it's all been practice, so I used to be really bad at turning. And once I've learned all these tricks that I've, telling you guys, it's helped me a lot. So make sure you remember that, work hard in class, just go for it, and you'll be great.